I'm excited today to have Madison Lanson with me. She's a local trust attorney, and there's a lot of questions out there about trusts and wills, so this is one you're not going to want to miss. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. So let's just start with the basics. What is the difference between a will and a trust?
It's a great question. So a will is basically just a simple document that says how you want your property to pass when you die. A trust is a vehicle to hold your property while you're alive and can allow for continued planning throughout your life and then beyond once you die.
So should a homeowner consider putting their home into a trust?
Absolutely. It is first the one main way to avoid probate. Probate is never a fun issue. It costs a lot of money and time. In California, it's usually at least a year. So a trust is the main vehicle to make sure that your property passes to your loved ones once you die without going through probate. It also allows for you to keep your property in the family. It allows your children to potentially have an ownership interest in the property, and is a way to ensure that the property can stay in your family through generations.
What if I already own my home? Can I put it into a trust after I own a home?
Absolutely. So when you create your trust, it's essentially just a vehicle. It's you just put stuff in it. You can take stuff out, put stuff in. That's why it's revocable. So if you ever buy new property, you just put it in. If you get rid of property, you take it out. It's really whatever you want to make it.
So then a trust, can it be changed over time? Can I change?
Absolutely. So there is a difference. There is a revocable trust and an irrevocable trust. A revocable trust, you can change, you can amend, you can add stuff to it, you can basically do whatever you need to do. And that's what most people do, especially first-time homeowners. There are irrevocable trusts that can be used for different tax-saving purposes, but those are very specific to the person and the situation.
So where should I keep it once I...
That is also a great question. In California, we have a lot of fires, unfortunately. So it's important to have your documents in a safe, secure place that you can have easy access if you need to leave your property. If you have a safety deposit box at a bank, that's a great place to keep it. Or if you have a regular safe or anywhere that you keep important documents. I always suggest keeping all of your documents together in the same place that you can easily access if you need to evacuate.
How often should I change it?
So you should usually look at your trust documents every 4 to 5 years with a trust attorney to see if it still matches your desired wishes. That doesn't mean you're changing it every 4 to 5 years. If you have minor children, usually you'll wait until they're over 18 and then you can revisit it. But it's always good to take a look every couple years.
So if I'm going to hire a trust attorney, what would I be looking for?
First of all, you'd be looking for someone that you can trust, that you feel comfortable with, because it's a very personal situation. It's your legacy that you're leaving to your family or loved ones or charities, anyone that you wish. So someone that you can trust, that you can be open with and communicate your wishes to, someone that is responsive, and someone that will be able to honor your wishes once you're gone. So someone that knows what you want and is able to execute that once you're gone.
I love it. Is there anything else that you think you should add to let people know?
It's always a good idea just to at least speak with a trust attorney to see if it is the right way. There may be other vessels to pass your property that a trust attorney can give you advice on, but it's always a good idea to talk with them in order to make sure you protect your assets.
Just one last question. We work with a lot of people who are very young and they're not thinking about passing at all. I mean, is it just too early?
Absolutely not. So if you have minor children, that is the perfect time to be doing it. We want to make sure we're protecting your children. That's an area that I specifically focus on, is I want to make sure that your children are protected, they have a place to live, they have assets for as they grow. And a trust is a sure way to do that. If you have assets, it's never too early. You want to protect the things that you work hard for. So you're never too young to have a trust.
I love it. So hopefully that's answered a lot of your questions, and thank you for being with us today. And if you want to reach out, go ahead and find her.